All right. So don't forget to mute yourselves. Here we are standing up. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down for me. Good. We're going to take a big deep breath in. We're going to exhale and put our right foot up on the book, and they're stepping up and down. But a little bigger. I want you to change this tap up to a knee lift. Keep those arms going. I want you to change that into a hamstring curl, and you're going to push back. Push back, a little tricep work here. And then we're going to turn that into our extension. And then we're coming off the book and over to the other side. Couple little taps, and then left foot up on the book. And here we go. We'll turn that into that knee lift. A little more aggressive with your pace if you want. And then we go that hamstring curl, and we're just going to do a tricep press back. And then we turn that into that extension, arms and legs lift. And then we come over, other side. We go back to that tap for 4. 4 knee lifts. Four curls with press back. And 4 extensions. Two taps, 2 knee lifts, 2 curls with arms, 2 extensions, and then we have 1 of each, 1 tap, 1 knee, 1 curl, 1 extension, repeat, 1 tap, 1 knee, 1 curl, 1 extension, and again, we do it, 1 tap, 1 knee, 1 curl, 1 extension, 1 last time, 1 of each, tap, knee, curl, extend, and up and over, other side, 4 taps, 4 knees, sorry. 4 curls with arm tricep. 4 extensions. 2 of each. 2 taps. 2 knees. 2 hamstring curls, triceps. 2 extensions. 1 of each, tap, knee, curl, extend, again, tap, knee, curl, and extend, again, tap, knee, curl, extend, again, tap, knee, curl, and extend last time, tap, knee, curl, and extend. Bring that down, come up to the other side, tap up, come down and around, tap up, down and around, just a little coordination. And one more time. Good. Just ignore your book. Let's come down, roll through some cat cows or cat turkeys. Come on. Come on. Keep that going for me, please. All right, so by this time, sorry about that. Spine should be nice and opened up. Let's bring it up, bring it down, bring that left arm across, roll it up, over and around, right arm up, over and around, and relax, shake that all out. Really leave that look where it is. So now we're going to do some of the same movements, but slow motion. So we step up on that with our right leg. Left leg comes up, we bend the knee, and we are going to reach out and come up. Reach out and come up. You're welcome to, sorry, Mel just came. To reach, your arms could come here. You can bring your arms in front. You can press them back, whatever you want. You just have two more. Very nice. Now we're going to bring that leg to the front, reach and up. Reach and up. Simple arms would just be, kind of little running arms, hands to your heart. Open to the side if you want. Open to the front if you want. Press to the back if you want, AKA do whatever you want with your hands. Last time, very nice. Now we're going to reach to the back. Remember, this is the one where you want to keep that back leg as straight as possible. Stretch back and come up. And reach and up. And again, whatever you want with your arms. It's more challenging when you're reaching back. If you stretch your arms up, you create that long lever, more resistance, but it's up to you. Two more. Nice. Now, very last direction, we're going to take that leg behind us in a little curtsy, but try and keep that leg lifted and come up. We curtsy back and lift, or just tap your toe down if that's okay with you. Two more. And bring that up. Woo, that right side should be loving this. So that leg comes up and over, and we pivot, hips go to the right, arms go to the left. Bring that down, get a nice rounding in your spine for a moment, and then extend, press, and stretch it out. Long, flat back, arms out to the side, bring it up, and come up and over. Left leg up on that book. Leg comes up, we reach out and up. We reach out and up. Again, simple arms if you want, hold your arms if you want, any direction you prefer. Very nice. Now we're going to head to the front, reaching. Last two. Very nice. We're going to stretch that leg. We're going to tighten the quad. Reach back and forward. Reaching back and forward. Stretch. All right, and then finally we have, we could have done arms overhead, sorry about that. We have that curtsy to the other side and up. If you need to put the foot down, that's fine. If you need to tuck the toes a little, that's fine. Otherwise, just a toe tap if possible. Almost there. And last one, step off. Woo, left leg goes in front. And we go up and over, reach. And then we're gonna roll into it, pull your belly button in, then flatten the back and lift back up again. All right, now we're gonna do that calf work. So you might want to have a place where you can kind of steady yourself, a couple fingers. We're gonna step up on the book with your left foot. So toes, ball of the foot, and maybe half of the archer on the book. And then come on up. Right leg hangs in space, heel drops below the book. So deep, deep stretch, and then comes just to the book, and then all the way up. Down to the book, below the book, even with the book, all the way up. So fluid, full range of motion. Now put your right foot down, turn your left foot on an angle. So toes out, heel in. We have that same thing, heel drops below, even with the book, and above. Below, even and above. Last two. And last time. Now we're going to put those toes pigeon-toed. So toe in, heel out, and again, right leg is floating, heel drops below, even and above. Below, even and above, and just keep that going. Feeling this? All right. Put your right foot on the ground, just a little ahead of the book. Even your left foot up, and then just let the heel drop off. So you should get a nice stretch through that calf right now, and then bend the knee a little bit. Come up, no weight on the foot, turn the toes out and the heel in. Same thing, drop the heel and then bend the knee. Come on up, turn your toes in, and we drop the heel. Bend that knee. All right, very nice. Let's put that right foot up on the book. Again, just the heel is hanging off here. Left leg out in space, heel drops below the book, even with the book above. Below, even and above. Below, even and above. Nice. Now we're going to turn the toes out and the heel in. Do that same thing. We drop the heel, we bring it even with the book, we come above. So we go below, even and above. Below, even and above. Very nice. Last time. And then we do that pigeon toes. So toes in, heel out. We drop the heel, we bring it even, and we lift it up. Drop, even, and up. Drop, even, and up. Very nice. Left foot comes down. Parallel that right foot. Drop the heel down. Ooh, shift your weight so you get that stretch in your calf. Bend the knee. Then we'll do toes out, heel in, same stretch. Drop the heel. Bend that knee. And then let's go pigeon toes. So toes in, heel out, drop, and bend. Very nice. Shake that out. Let's go ahead, grab that book. We're going to bring ourselves into our grand plie position. Just hold the book right now. Find that position so that when you come down, you're feeling your thighs and they go knees out over toes, not in, right? And then stand up, just easy here. When you're ready, you could add a heel lift, right? So go down, lift the heels and come up. If you've had enough calf work, you don't have to do that. Last two like this. Last one, stay down. Bring the book into your palms, palms up. Here's your platter. stand up, serve your platter, come down, stand up, serve your platter. Again, option to lift up on those heels or lift up on those toes, do a heel raise, or you could keep lifted the whole time, totally up to you. How low can you go without hurting your knees, but getting a little extra quad work? Almost there. Stay down this time, abs in, tailbone long, serve your platter, arms 6 straight, lift up an inch, arms stay straight, lift up an inch, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend the elbows an inch, straighten, 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 4 more. Good. Together we put those things, bend, straighten, lift, bend, straighten, lift, bend, straighten, lift. Make it small, don't start getting big like that, right? Tiny. 1 inch up, 1 inch in, 1 inch out. Please, last 2. Last one. Bring that down, shake those arms out. Flex through the heels of both hands. Open to the side, biceps stretch, chest stretch, roll. Let's go the other way. So hands together, round that upper back, lift it up, stretch to the sky, reach a little extra, bring your hands behind your head. Beautiful. So hopefully that stretches out that whole upper body a little bit. All right, so let's use our chair now. Book is in your right hand, and you may end up kind of playing with how you're going to hold this. Left foot is forward, right leg is back. We're just going to start with that dunking bird motion. So mostly our left leg is fairly straight. If and when you're ready to add some arm work, it's a tricep extension. So I bend and straighten that arm. I'm holding it so that my pinky is on the outside of the book. So we should feel some hamstring on that left leg. Right tricep. So make sure you're bending and then straightening. Shoulders, try not to let them roll forward. 2 more. Good. Stay here. Bend that left knee. Turn your palm to the ceiling this time if you can. So holding that book. And now we're going to straighten the leg, straighten the arm, straighten and straighten, straighten. So it's a small range of motion now. And relax. Woo! Take that right arm, bring it to your right shoulder, and pull back. Bring it to the center of your back, and then over to your left. Take that out. That left hamstring that you just worked, you're going to step forward with that leg. Bend the right knee, send your tailbone long behind you. Roll those toes down. Flatten your back and lift back up again. Same thing, other side. So if you want to, you can move your chair. I don't feel like you guys need to, but you can if you want. All right, so that right leg is in front. Left leg is back, and we just start with that jumping bird motion, right? Move your chair as needed. And then again, we add that tricep extension. Two more. Good. Now we're going to stay pitched over. We're going to change the angle on that book so the palm is facing the ceiling. We're going to bend the knee, bend the elbows, straighten both. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. And relax. Woo. Left arm down your same side, middle of the back, opposite side. And then the hamstring that you just worked, it was my right, but I know I'm not mirroring you guys, so step forward, hinge flat back, roll those toes up, bring them down, and then roll it up. All right. Now, depending on how slippery your pants are and how slippery your book is, this might work, might not. You're going to try to engage your right hamstring, put that book behind your right hamstring, and find that flat back position that actually might help your book to stay in place, and press the heel to the sky. Spine is long, left knee is bent slightly so the tailbone can be lengthened, not tucked under. And bring that up. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Send that tailbone out. Roll it under. Send it out again. And then cross right over left. Arms up and over. And back through center. Same thing, other side. I think I'm just going to leave my chair here. You guys know what we're doing. So book behind your left leg. Give it a good squeeze. Flatten out, bend that right knee, press to the sky. And relax. All right. Same stretch, left leg crosses over right. Press those hips back, extend and round, extend and bring that up. All right. We're actually going to head down to the ground now, but we're bringing our book with us, of course. Because we're not done. So meet me, please, on your hands and knees. And we're going to bring that book behind that right leg again. And we're going to have to squeeze it really tight because we're going to try rotating it open. It might or might not work. I don't think it's going to work over here. You don't want to scare a cat. If it's not completely secure, if you're afraid you're going to hold or drop the book, you can add a hand, right? Yeah, you decide. If it's working for you, give me 10 more. And once you've done that, you're doing 12 to 15 on the other side. One side might be more cooperative than the other, maybe not. And you can do it completely without the book. It adds a little weight, but we'll get these on a different angle in just a second. All right, let's try it a better way. So come on down and let's use the clam to get that same sort of action. So we're going to put that book on the very top leg and press our hands against it. Waistline is off the ground. Heels are going to be together. We're going to pivot open. Good. We're going to keep those heels together, but we're going to lift them in the air and do that same thing. Good. Remember that you just worked one side. Roll over onto your spine. Bring that book overhead. Let your knuckles rest on the ground for a second. Let those ribs pop up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Pull those ribs down. Lift the arms up. Flex through the hands. Inhale up and over. Exhale, flex through the hands. Reach and flex. So sometimes we do this with just one hand. Obviously, it'll be a little easier here, but we're going to add on a couple things in just a minute. Last time, bring that up, lift up with it, then come overhead and come down. A little extra challenge. Bend your elbows, straighten your elbows, tricep. lift up, arms overhead, then you come down, bend, straighten, lift, reach, and down, bend, straighten, lift, reach, and down, bend, straighten, lift everything, reach overhead, come down, bend, straighten. Hopefully you got it by now. And relax. Woo. Shake those arms out, just let them rest on the ground for a second. Put that book on the fronts of your shins, hold that, bring your forehead towards your knees, roll like a ball. Should make rolling like a ball a little easier, roll all the way up. And now you're ready to pivot onto the second side for that clam. So your head should be in the correct direction. Book on top of that top leg, waistline lifted, little mouse house, heels together, and we pivot open. Then we're going to keep those heels together, but we're going to lift them in the air and pivot open. And relax. And once again, we're going to pivot, but this time over onto our abs. Put that book out in front of you, please, and scoot towards the front of your mat just a little bit so your hands can rest on top of that book. All 10 toes, toenails on the ground, kneecaps lifted, belly button pulled in. Deep breath in, exhale, slide the book back to lift yourself up. Feel that work between your shoulder blades. Back of the neck is long, kneecaps are lifted, toes are pressing, abs pulled in and back down. Inhale, exhale, press down and inhale, squeeze back. Back of the neck is long and exhale down, deep breath in. Exhale, press, squeeze, lift and reach. Press, squeeze and reach. So low back work, but also some upper back work. 2 more times. And relax. We're going to press back in our resting position. If you want to bring the book back there, you give yourself some space between your hamstrings and your calves, you're welcome to do that. And then as you come up, go ahead and put that book down on the ground. If you do straight-legged planks, put your toes on there. If you do front of the thigh planks, move that book underneath the front of the thigh. Bring your forearms down, pivot your thumbs to the sky, and find that plank, that lifted on that book plank. Kneecaps are lifted because our quads are engaged, abs are pulled in, tailbone is tucked under, shoulder blades are squeezed, back of the neck is long. We have just 10 more seconds here. And then gently come down. Let's take a little windshield wiper. And then pivot onto one side. We're going to do side planks with our feet lifted. So as always, you are welcome to hold that mat to give yourself a little extra elbow cushioning. And then we protect that shoulder by pushing it back, lifting up out of it, engaging. And then doing your best to have a long straight line in your body so that your ankles, your knees, your hips, and your shoulder are in a straight line. And then we just hold that side plank. Almost there. And relax. All right. Flip it over, other side, please. Again, elbow cushioning if you like. As you come down, line that elbow right up underneath your shoulder, please. Push it back, lift up out of it, engage those legs. Bottom foot on the book, top foot on top or in front, or sides of your thighs, lift it up, and then think about you have to lift a little extra through those hips. And we relax. Very nice. Bring that down. And let's go back to a little more ab work here. So we're going to bring that book wherever you feel like you can hold it, whether that's knees or thighs, or sometimes if it's down at your shins or even thighs and shins, you figure out where you think your body will hold it in place. Deep breath in. Let's put the thumbs on the ribs, pinkies on the belly, or on the rib cage, no, hips, and index finger on the belly button. Exhale, pull your ribs down towards your hips, sink your belly button in. So nice flat abs, nod your head yes. Inhale, legs move away for toe touch. Squeeze in that book at the bottom. Exhale, big squeeze, come up slowly. The reason you have your hands like that is so they don't open and close, right? We keep those ribs closed down the whole time. Big squeeze on that book. Couple more. And relax. Pivot those knees open, soles of the feet together. That was some inner thigh work. So we're going to do a single stretch here. First, we're going to put the book on that right inner thigh. That left leg will lift up a little bit. That's fine. Or you can place your left hand on it. A couple breaths. And then we're going to bring that book over to the left thigh and let that get a little extra stretch with the right hand gently on the inner thigh of the right leg. And then bring that off. Use that book to help lift both legs up. Separate your feet. Now we're going to get a little hip flexor stretch. So drop your left knee in, let the right leg drop open, and put that book on your left side. And let it kind of slide down towards your knee, and you should feel, or I hope you feel, a deeper stretch along the whole outside of that thigh and their hip flexor. We're going to bring that book back up. We're going to go the other way. Right knee drops in, and again, we slide that book down. When you feel enough stretch, you're welcome to stop. And then we're going to bring it back up again. Arms reach up overhead. Belly button tucks in. We're rounding through that spine just a couple times here. Nice. And then we're going to keep the legs how they are. We're going to take that book over onto the left hip. Just going to kind of lean against it, and we're going to lift up in a bridge. So I'm just using my hands to hold that book in place on the left side. But then I want you to notice if your hips are even, right? So do your best to even up those hips. And then we're going to lower and lift 4 times. Now, option to lower, straighten your right leg out, and lower and lift, keep the toe pointed up in the air. Just 2 more. Adding on, option to lower the leg, lift the leg, lower the body, come up, lower, lift, 2 more, lower, lift leg, lower, lift body, lower, lift leg, lower, lift body. I don't know if that was 2 more, and come down. And then the book moves to the right side. We'll just use our hands to keep it in place as we bridge up. And then again, hips lower and lift. Doing your best to keep them nice and even. Then if we want to add on, we're going to extend that leg up in the air, and we lower and lift both hips. And then if we want, we lower and lift the leg, we lower and lift the body. Leg, body, leg, body, leg, and body. And relax. Again, arms underneath the book, stretch it out. Point those toes for a moment. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring those hands down. And we're going to turn the palms up so that they're facing the sky, but the book is on top. Deep breath in, exhale, start a partial roll up. When your shoulder blades get off the ground, see how far you can lift the book without any bad things happening in your body. And then exhale, pull the belly button in and roll down. Inhale. Exhale to lift, inhale to reach, exhale, pull it down, inhale at the bottom. We exhale to lift, we inhale, book up, and we exhale down. Option now, as you exhale, lift, maybe roll all the way up and then give a lift at the top. The breathing will stay the same. You exhale on the movements up and down, whether they're partial or full. You inhale at the top and you inhale at the bottom. So you decide which one of these is working best for you. If you feel too much in your low back, go ahead and bend those knees a little bit, see if that helps. Beautiful. And relax. All right. Book back between the knees or wherever you can get it to stay in place. Arms out into a T. Keep your toes lifted, so don't let those feet dangle, please. And we're going side to side, a little bit twisting. This time, let the knees drop to the left and leave them in a twist. That should feel pretty good. Then use your left elbow, help bring everything back up through center and drop to the right. Bring just your left leg up, put it on the ground. Bring that book behind your right knee now, behind your hamstring. Give it a hug, pull it in, nice and close, and then a little bit over to the right, just use your hand to pull that book over. And then back through center, and we're really gonna press that thigh up against the ribs. Straighten out the left leg, flex if you can, and then flip the book so it supports this stretch of the hamstring and movement through the ankle. Then we're going to come slide that book up even higher, point the toes, lift yourself up, flex through the heel, and bring yourself down. Slide that book on the outside of the leg. Give it a nice little stretch here. Feel that all the way down. Maybe sickle your foot a little bit. Then bend that knee. Put the foot on the left thigh. Should be a really nice deep twist or deep stretch on that right hip. And then finally put the book in the right hand and let your body twist to the left if you want. You don't have to. You can keep it at that hip stretch. As you come back through center, simply crisscross right ankle. Legs come up. We're going to bring that book up behind that left hamstring for a moment to help us get a deeper stretch. Or for even more, you could bring it to the front of the shin for a deep, deep, deep stretch. And then that book will come into the right hand again as the legs cross together all the way and knees drop left. Again, big twist. While you're here, straighten the left leg, follow it by the right leg. Bend both knees, please. Fall behind that, book behind that left leg, hug it in. Use your hands to pull it over to one side. Then we'll come back through center. We're going to straighten out that right leg, flex through the heel, and use that book to get that rib and thigh connection, shin perpendicular, rotation through your foot, and then stretch it up, point it, lift yourself up, flex through the heel, and bring it down. Book on the outside of the leg, turn the toe in, sickle the foot, big, big, big stretch, bend the knee, foot goes on the right thigh. So this should be a really nice stretch of the hip, and you're welcome to stick with that. Or if you want, you can twist to the right. As you come back through center, left ankle crosses over the right. We're gonna bend those knees and the option to put that book over the right shin or behind the right hamstring, wherever you feel like you can get the best stretch. And then crisscross all the way, book back over to the left hand, knees drop to the right. As you're ready, come on back through center, mosey your way however you want over for your cat turkey. Let's make it an undulating, so hands out in front of you, shake your tail feathers. I'm going to check with your people at home and see if you were making that sound. Come on forward in your turkey, round back in your turkey. Turkey. Last time, turkey. Right underneath you, tuck your toes, lift the hips. Pedal those feet out, please. And then wide stance. Nod yes and shake no, hands on your thighs when we're cat turkey. Hands to your heart. Big deep breath in. Curtsies. Very nice work today, thank you.